and welcome to Fabric Fridays. I'm so glad that you're here. Please stick around. I hope you enjoy this video. Check out my other content on my channel if you like this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, and we're going to get right down to it. This is my first Fabric Fridays video, so I'm super excited, and I'll be doing a video on cotton. I thought it was very appropriate. Cotton is one of the most it is the most world-renowned fabric that is used for many different purposes, has a rich history. I will not be going into all of the history of cotton, but I'll giving a brief kind of lowdown on the history of cotton and how it became so popular that it is today. I have some cotton fabrics right here. I'm wearing some cotton. Being the spirit of things, I thought this one was really appropriate because it actually has like cotton on it, and it's cute, and I really like it. So yeah, at least I think these are cotton. I'm guessing this is cotton. It looks like cotton to me. Anyway. So cotton is classified as a shrub, and it is also known as a staple fiber. A staple fiber means that it has varying lengths of the cotton fiber that comes in the little cotton plant. I'm sure you've seen what a cotton plant looks like. They have those little tufts. That is the actual cotton, and inside of that cotton there's the seeds. And also every single one of those little white fibers is a cotton fiber. Before I get too much into it, I do want to note that the longer the fiber is, the stronger it is, which is why cotton is one of the strongest natural fibers, because of those varying lengths. It can be rather long, and it helps to, when they wind it into the thread, to actually weave it. It makes it stronger, it is breathable, and all these good things that I'll get into a little bit later on. So the word cotton actually derives from an Arabic word called cotton. It sounds exactly like the word cotton if it is pronounced correctly. Hi, Tinky. Wow, here's my little cotton ball. Are you a cotton ball? He is a little bit of a cotton ball. He has the brains of a cotton ball. Anyway, it derives from an Arabic word called cotton. It is spelled Q-U-T-O-N, and it is again pronounced almost exactly like the word cotton. However, the earliest known production of cotton is actually in India, which there are a lot of Arabic people that are in India, but the earliest known production is from India. And about the 5th millennium BC is when we have the earliest known records or earliest known knowledge of it being produced. Now we're going to skip quite a lot of years, and we're going to get into where the Industrial Revolution comes in, because this is when the production of cotton really actually came and sped up, and it is what it is today. The first known cotton gin, I'm sure you've all heard of the cotton gin, was actually invented in India in the 13th century. However, it was not mechanical, and that is why Eli Whitney is accredited with the invention of the cotton gin, because it was the first mechanical one invented in the Industrial Revolution, which really helped to boost the production of cotton significantly. They went down to 600 hours to, It went down from 600 hours to 12 hours, which is an incredible amount, obviously. And all those hours were really taken up time separating the seeds from the actual cotton, because those seeds are really little, and so they would have to sit there and pick them out one by one, which is why it took forever. This machine really helped to industrialize the cotton production, which is why it exploded, and now you see cotton absolutely everywhere. Cotton grows basically almost anywhere, any tropical to subtropical region. The main countries that produce cotton is America, Egypt, and Turkey, and some other countries over there. Egypt is actually known to have one of the highest quality luxury cotton, they actually call it. And there's a long, rich history there that I will probably do a video later on about. But for this video, we're going to keep it general cotton, all the cotton. Now that you have a little bit of the brief history of cotton, we're going to get into the production side of it. I did kind of mention it already in the history. Once it is picked from the cotton fields, I believe nowadays they use machines to pick it. It is sent to the gin, the cotton gin, where it is separated from the seeds and the cotton. They also clean it there, but they also go back and they clean it again. Once it is cleaned, they send it off to a carding machine where it is cleaned further, and then it is sent to textile mills to be woven into different cloths, fibers, and is used for many, many different things, such as clothing and home decor. They even use the seeds to make oil for most salad dressings, which I didn't know that. I thought that was pretty cool. Once it is turned into a thread, it is woven, and that is when they do dye it. They can dye it while it's still thread. You can see several different types of dyeing techniques today, which I will do in a later video, a whole process of the dyeing techniques. However, today we're not going to get too far into that just because it is a very long process. But they either dye the individual thread and then weave it into whatever the color is or pattern is, or they dye it after it is woven, or they can print it nowadays as well. Prints on them. It is very easy actually to tell if it's printed. If it's printed on, you'll only have one side of the fabric that has the design on it. See how that's faded? It's because it's printed. So only one side will have it. I believe this other one I have is printed as well. Most fabrics nowadays, are printed. You don't see a lot of them that are woven, dyed woven. Unless it's a very high-end material, they sometimes will dye the thread and then they weave it into the pattern or color. So now we're going to talk about why cotton is so popular. And guys, it is popular. It is everywhere. It is popular for a very good reason. Cotton is very soft. It is breathable. It is a nice fabric to wear, which is why it is used in clothing and home decor everywhere, because it's not a pain to sit on or a pain to wear all day. You can breathe easily. It is light. It is strong. Because of the fibers, it is a strong, very durable fiber. So you know that you're not going to, your shirt's not going to rip while you're wearing it, which is why a lot of things are made with it, because you don't have to worry about snagging it like you do with a lot of other fibers. Another great reason why cotton is so popular and used in a lot of textiles is because it is very absorbent, which means that it dyes very easily. There is a lot of fibers out there that do not dye easily without a lot of chemicals, and that is why cotton is so popular again, because it is very, very easy to dye. It is also very easy to wash. I'm sure all of you just throw your cotton shirts into a washing machine and a dryer. That's what I do. That's how you care for it. You don't really have to worry about it fading. You can worry about the dye bleeding. I've never had that happen, but I always typically wash my clothes on cold because they won't bleed that way if you wash them on cold. If you wash them on hot, they can bleed. Cotton does shrink though, and it does get very wrinkly. There is no static though. That is very nice about it. You don't have to worry about it shocking you every time you take your shirt off or put your shirt on. As a seamstress, I use cotton a lot. It is, again, a very nice fabric. It is often very lightweight, and here in Florida, it is very nice to wear things that aren't super heavy and breathe easily, because I don't know about you guys, but this heat has been killing me. It has been so hot here down in Miami. I'm not sure where all of you guys are, but I've heard there's a heat wave that's just everywhere and been exceedingly hot. And here down right by the beach, it's been very, very moist as well. There's been so much humidity. I feel like I'm melting every single time I walk outside. So having clothes and materials such as cotton lying around, it's really nice, because then I'm like, oh, well, let me just make a t-shirt real quick. So it's a very useful fabric. I quite like using it. It's very, very easy to work with. If you are a new seamstress, if you're a new sewer, if you're just starting sewing, even if you're like 20 years into sewing, cotton is just a wonderful fabric, and I really recommend it for beginners. You should use cotton first because it is very easy to work with and it's not gonna like stress you out. at all. And if you are a beginner sewer, please check out my other sewing videos for beginners. I'll link some up in the corner for you to click on if you've made it this far. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more Fabric Friday videos. Again, I will be alternating my videos from now on, so I'll be doing Fridays, Tuesdays, Fridays, Tuesdays, every other week. So stay tuned for but next week I'll be putting out a video on Tuesday, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, all the things you're supposed to do for all the YouTubers. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know that might be a little ambitious, especially since I haven't been posting super regularly, but you know, I have goals, I hope. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next week, and have a wonderful weekend.